Definitely. So let's switch gears now and talk about some of the stuff you've done outside of the ring. What kind of acts of charity or things that you have done to help your community?
Well, where we spent a long time bouncing around. We've literally been the definition of gypsies. So I haven't really done anything as of lately, but I know when I was living in Eastern Kentucky, I used to always help out at the local community center. Every year we do a haunted house, and I'd always volunteer like all of my gimmicks that I had for my front yard to set up and do the haunted house and put it together. Like I'd have like all my tombstones, all my masks, even my chainsaw at that time. Like I'd use everything for them. So I've done things like that. Uh, that's I used to do that. That was a yearly thing for me. I would do that. I'd done one. I kind of done one a couple years ago at this little RV place. So that's probably like, but that's just because I mean, aside from like donating a little money, like hey, you want to donate to this? But aside from doing that, that's really it. Because like I said, we've been between Dahlia's injury that she's had and that we've literally like just over this past year, I've gotten stable to where I'm living in one place finally.
Yeah.
And so really that's it. So
That's pretty cool though. You got to go to different places and try all different kinds of costumes and just
yeah,
dress up. I mean,
that's my
especially
thing. I love that. That's my favorite thing.
yeah,
So
I mean, why do you feel passionate about helping in your community and taking part in such a pretty amazing event like that?
I think it's because I know what it's like as a kid to let's say you're getting bullied, and 'cause I dealt with a lot of bullying as a kid because I was an obese kid. My parents got divorced, and I cried about it once and actually thought I got over it, but I guess I ate my feelings and I just blew up, as a kid. So fourth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade, seventh grade, I was morbidly obese. Like it was, and trust me, I didn't realize it, but everybody made sure to let me know on a daily basis. Hey, did you know? And then, the name calling would start because kids can be terrible and they just are. They're the worst sometimes. No filter. So I know what it's like to go through that on a day to day basis and then getting to come and escape to something. So Halloween was always my favorite time of year. And for me, Halloween starts in August. So August, September, October. So
There you go.
I'd spend that time like as a
Not
kid.
far away.
Yeah, I know. Decorating like my front yard of my parents. Cause I mean, even though things turned out the way they did with my family, I had a fantastic childhood. Even though I got bullied as a kid, I had a fantastic childhood. It was great. I loved it.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, like it was
Wrestling
great, dude.
included.
Oh yeah, yeah. Wrestling played a big part, and horror movies played a massive part. Like they both hand in hand.
Mhm.
Um, so I know what it's like to go through something, then to not have nothing, and then to so if I can provide an escape for somebody, because that's the whole point. Like going and watching the movies, or going and watching wrestling events, or listening and watching a band live, all things I've done and been a part of, and I've been on both ends. Those are escapes. So if you can provide an outlet for your local community, like in the form of like a haunted house or something, you don't know what you're doing for somebody out there that's going through something. So that's why that stuff is important for me.